Boys, we're back, man. We're back. We're gonna play BR. All right, look at this team. Is there any way that I don't win with this team? We have 98 overall Trey Turner, Demon. 99 Chipper, Demon. We got future stars, a flashback card, Yohan Moncada, amazing. Charlie Blackmon, boom, great. Jorge Soler, Kybert Ruiz, Luke Voigt, AJ Pollock, right? Then we got Mitch Garver on the bench, Duvall, AJ Minter. Like, we gotta win this. Like, there's honestly a really good chance that we won't win, and the reason we won't win is because I'm trash at this game. This might not be good. Oh no, you can easily see the ball. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good. I'll play for 4 hours and get it ready and go 12-0. I don't care. I said I'm gonna go 12-0. I don't really know if we're gonna play till I lose. I don't fully know, but that is, I wouldn't mind doing it. Right. That was really awesome, actually. That was fantastic. Really glad that happened. Knuckle curve? Hey, we'll take that. That's one. That's one, baby. If we could get out of the... Okay, nope. Hey, that's fine, though. That's fine. Probably swing at a sinker. Yeah. That was hit decent, but easy out, right? Let's go. Let's go. We just got to make sure that we can actually hit the ball. Come on. Dude, we're in a 3-2 count right now. This is actually really solid. This is a really good at bat right here. Let's go. Let's go. Chipper right to him. Tough. I don't want to talk about it. Fair enough. There we go. Another walk. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Perfect. Let's go. Bases should be loaded, but we move. There it is. Big hit from Jorge. That's going to score 2 runs, I believe. I'm going to send him home. He should be able to make it. Oh, he might be out here. No, he's got it. Let's go, Charlie. Let's go. I didn't hit it horrible. Just, wasn't great. PCI right to him. Okay, but we got the lead 2-1. We're chilling. That's a great hit. That's a great hit. Oh my gosh, he might be out at 2, actually. Tough. That was really good. I think the smart thing is to pitch one more and then bring in Jake McGee, honestly. Yeah. Should be able to throw him out at third if he tries. Got him. Let's go. That's huge. I think if I throw a sinker and I throw it low and outside, he'll swing at it anyways. He tends to swing at that. Yep. Easy. Got him. Let's go. This is good. Oh, that's a dot. I mean, you can't even be mad. I definitely want the backside cutter here, but hopefully the slider throws him off a little bit. A little slower. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He gets a hit. Okay. Gotta look for double play here. 1000%, man. Shouldn't swing at a double play ball, but he's going to. He already did. I just got unlucky that he didn't hit it. Again, man. Again. He's early on it. Swung at it again, and this time gets it through. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of this whatsoever right now. How are these hits, man? They shouldn't be hits. Hopefully that throws them off. Thank you. Okay. Biggest thing right here, just get a double play right here. Double play and we're chilling. Very late. Why is that a hit? Right down the third base line? What are we doing? And like, should I still win this game? Yes, I should completely win this game, because for me to not score in 2 innings would be really bad anyways, right? So the blame still goes on me. If I don't score at all in this 3rd inning, the blame goes on me. It shouldn't be here, man. It shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be swinging the bat right now. I should be going on in my 2nd game. This Saturday, I'll be releasing like 10 things that I hope to see in MLB 22, or 10 things, that are different in MLB 22 than 21, whether that's gameplay-wise or anything. I kind of got a list a little bit. If I lose this game right here, that was really bad hitting by me so far with those 2 guys. Terrible hitting. Terrible. Awful hitting. Right? Absolutely awful. Even right there. Those 3 right there, terrible at bats. 1000%. I'm gonna play Ryan McMahon at 2nd because he's actually better fielding than what's his name? Than Brad Miller. So Yeah, we're gonna play another game. 1000% believe if the MLB The Show community would totally be okay if they said every perfect you get is a hit, and every very early, very late is a rollover. Now, it's not exactly what we want, right? Because sometimes perfects, yes, we do think they should be hits, but sometimes, I get it, it's the game of baseball. So sometimes you can hit the ball really perfect and have a high exit velo, and it goes right to somebody. We've seen that. That is real life. Sometimes you can get very early, very lates, and they will be hits. 1000%. That is a thing. Actual real thing that happens in baseball. Just like sometimes you get early hits that end up being home runs, or late hits that end up being home runs in real life. Like, how'd that go out? Like, the dude did not make great contact with it, but they're just strong enough. Like, it's Joey Gallo or something, and for whatever reason, when Joey Gallo hits the ball, he's just able to have enough force on it that it can go out, right? I don't know if that's a great example, but just in general. Aaron Judge with the home run. Nice. And they said, hey, we know this isn't realistic, but every single perfect you get is a hit, and every very early, very late is a rollover. People would take that over what we have now. We would much rather have that than what we have right now. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what it should be. I'm just saying if they went to the extremes of extremes and said that's what it is, right? If that's how all very lates look, that's fine. That's fine, man. Let that be. Let it be an out. If you just kept giving up like, let's say you gave up 8 perfects and they were just all great hits or whatever, like, you might be upset to a point where you're like, dude, this guy just keeps getting perfects over and over. It's tough. But like, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, yeah, but he's getting them. Like, what do you expect? Like you, I don't know. I feel like you can easily just be like, well, at least you know he's a good player, assuming, you know, that they're not hacking, of course. Keeps getting perfects. He's good. He deserves it, right? Even if you kept hitting very early, very lates, and they just kept being rollovers over and over again, you can't be mad at the game being like, oh, why couldn't you give me a hit and give me that? It's like, well, don't get a very early, very late. Not every just early or not every just late is going to be a hit, and some are and some aren't, right? So there's still going to be some RNG based, of course. For example, if you throw the same pitch, if you could have a simulation, which I don't know if anybody's actually done this completely, right? But if you could somehow take like a computer program, have a simulation in MLB The Show, you threw the exact same pitch 10 times, you do it like 10 times. But if you threw the exact same pitch 10 times, had the exact same PCI, exit velo, same launch degree, same everything, same batter, same pitcher, 10 times in a row, you would get different results. I would think at least 60% of the time. I feel like at some point, like if you got a just early on an inside pitch from using a certain player, I think out of those 10 times, like 3 of those times maybe, or like, I don't know the exact number, but a few times they'd be a home run. Another few times they would be like a casual pop-up. Another few times they would be like that, like a line drive at someone. I don't think there would be anything that would be consistent, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't think any of it would be consistent. I really don't. I think, and I'm curious, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if you did have a computer, somehow computer simulate the exact same would the exact same outcome happen every single time? And I know in baseball it doesn't happen every single time, right? So I get that as well. Like in baseball, if you have the exact same thing and you're like, that's very similar, it's not the same outcome every single time because there's so many different things, right? And I get that. I don't know. Like it would be really interesting if you had perfects, simulate it, and 4 times it's a home run, 3 times it's an out, the other 3 times it's just like a nice single or double or something. Like, the reason it's so interesting is because then every game, and the one guy who's getting perfects, he's getting lucky to where it's the 4 out of the 10 times where it's a home run and yours are outs. The game isn't really based on who is a better player. I know that's how a lot of sports games are going to be. That's how Madden is, and I mean, even 2K if you want to look at it, right? Pretty much any game. Obviously, there's skill based. There still is skill, and then it depends on luck. And especially when you get to these top elite players, like if you take the top elite MLB The Show players, it's pretty much going to come down to one, who's hitting better that day or that game, like who is actually seeing the ball better and is hitting better, or who's pitching better, right? So I understand that, like that is definitely a factor. But if they're both playing, let's say you take two elite MLB players, simulate it to where they're playing their best game. At that point, it's 1000% going to who gets the better luck from MLB and who doesn't. And sometimes even in MLB The Show, the person who's playing the better game doesn't always win. So it's interesting. Now, of course, do I know how to fix this all? No, because it's a sports game. I'm not a game developer. I don't know coding. I don't know all that stuff. I don't know how to do it. But since I don't know how to do it, I'm not demanding that SDS needs to figure it out. That's not what I'm saying, right? So I'm not expecting this next MLB to be the most perfect game, right? So I'm not expecting MLB to just have this most perfect game that everything's perfect and they've got everything figured out. Because of course not. It's really, really hard to make sports games. That's what it is. It's very, very hard to make sports games. It's not easy to make sports games. It's not easy to make any video game. So I know it's a very, very tough job. Like, it's just not gonna be able to happen. And we're gonna get a double play ball here, maybe. Nope. As I've talked about it, some hitting things have got to be touched up a little bit. And but I honestly, maybe this is just me being naive, maybe it's me being dumb. I have a lot of high hopes for MLB 22. Wonder why. We have no info about it. We have nothing, right? We have nothing. I just feel SDS is gonna know what to do, and they've seen MLB 21, and they're gonna make some changes, and it's gonna be a good game. And I'm gonna feel about that every single MLB The Show game. Okay, fair enough. Every single MLB The Show game. Anytime it comes out, I'm not gonna think that it's a good game, but I'm gonna think, like how do I say this? Basically I'm going into MLB 22 and just to start off, I'm gonna think this is gonna be a better game than last year. And I'm gonna think that every single time until I start to play it. And then be like, okay, I can now see it is definitely not a better game than last year or whatnot. This MLB The Show game it's not like the worst MLB The Show game. It's not. The servers have been really, really bad, but like gameplay wise, it's not the worst, right? And even though in this video I was like, here's what's wrong with MLB The Show 21 and like one of its biggest flaws. Yes, it's got flaws, but it's not one of the worst games. Its content is absolutely insane. Its gameplay isn't like absolute, like there's been worse MLB The Show games. Perfect grounders like that, like right there, are always directly at somebody. Like I am shocked when I get a perfect grounder like that and it's a hit. I will be shocked. But I will feel more comfortable if I throw a ball here and it's a perfect than if it's a very late. And that shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't feel more comfortable in getting an out when it's a perfect grounder like that versus a very early or very late. Definitely shouldn't be a home run because, geez, it's literally on the ground, right? And I probably should swing at it anyways because it's a ball. And I'm not saying it should be a hit all the time. It shouldn't. It just doesn't make sense how to me, that's an out more often than the very lates, very earlys. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make here. And I have a lot of hope that they're doing things right and that they're going to make changes to the game and it's not going to be the same as this. That's like the most important thing, of course, that we can just ask from a community or from, SDS. Is, hey, if you guys are listening and we can at least see that you're actively trying to change some of the flaws in game. I mean, of course we'd want them fixed, but if we could at least see that, that's great. I think a great example is if we see that they're like, hey, we know servers were really, really bad last year. We're trying to fix it for MLB 22, and hopefully the servers aren't as much of an issue in MLB 22 as they are in 21, and we've done a lot of things, and they're like, we've done this, and this to try and fix it. I think that would be massive. At least show us in the direction that you're like, hey, listen, we see that it's an issue. We're going to try and fix it. We're going to try, right? And even if you guys can't figure it out and whatever, because I don't fully know, servers are... games have server issues. That's totally okay. Okay, right at the wall again, but that's fine. That wasn't the greatest hit. That happens, man. As long as they're like, hey, we're trying, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I care the most, is if they acknowledge that it's an issue and go for it. Is that kind of the bare minimum? Maybe that's what it is, but that's just what I would like to see, because we don't see a lot of companies doing that. There's not a lot of companies that are out there doing that, and there's not a lot of companies that are making their game easy as it is to get a team for free. There are some cards that cost money, of course, like Griffey. If you want Griffey collection, if you haven't played all year and you start, you're gonna have to spend money. You can do the BR programs. You don't have to be good to do the BR program. You don't have have to be good to do BR program. Yeah, it might take you more time if you're not as good, but it's just 100 points. You don't have to be absolute demon to go 12-0. You just have to finish the BR program, man. And the way it's worked this year is if you finish the BR program, it's like 800,000 stubs sometimes. That's a lot of stubs to just give out kind of almost for free. Like, in a sense, all you have to do is play the game and do that. Like, you don't have to spend money. Now, of course, you have to spend stubs to get into BR drafts. Of course, it's 1,500, but 1,500's not that much. Team affinities, very easy to get for people for free. You didn't have to spend money. I spent money day one of this game, and then I didn't spend a penny after that. And I pretty much I don't have all the top cards. I'm close to Griffey, right? I'm still a little bit off. I'd probably need to go 12-0, maybe 12-0 2-3 more times, you know? So maybe I still need about 2.5-3 million stubs, maybe, if even. Actually, probably not. Well, actually, no, I don't. If I don't want to do the player programs, I might need about 2.5-3 million stubs. If I were to actually sit there, do the player programs that are for free and that you could just do, then I wouldn't need that many stubs. I could probably finish it. Ranked seasons, you could make World Series, or you can just get 30 wins. This was really bad. We're in extra innings. I'm playing horrible. Playing horrible this game. I would love to get... that's not a great home run to give up. The only reason that it's not the worst is because, again, it's just one home run, right? I'm gonna start with a runner on second anyways, but that's not comforting. Don't love that. But yeah, man. Anyways, more positive note. I'm super excited though for MLB The Show 22, man. The beginning of MLBs are great. I mean, the beginning of anything, like the beginning of Madden. Love that. Beginning of Maddens are always fun. Ultimate Team, FIFAs, they're always fun as well. And of course, beginning of MLBs, love them, especially when you're like, okay, everybody's trying to get the collection rewards and stuff like that. That's not a bad hit. That was actually not too shabby for... Okay, good. Not too bad for how low of a pitch it was right there. He does not. We get a perfect, so we'll take that. Down the line, let's go. Michael Conforto's gonna be on third. I can't send him home. I can't. That's tough. We got runners on second and third. More than likely, he should probably just load the bases here. But he is kind of just completely pitching around me. Except right there, and Ryan McMahon is gonna go ahead and crush the ball. We win. Okay. I was actually able to really hit well right there at the end. We hit fantastic right there. Anyways, if there's anything you disagree or agree with or anything you want to talk about, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, my guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.